Hello, this is an introduction to fortune telling. I'm going to start off with a couple of simple spreads for tarot cards, and we'll get into more advanced fortune telling practices, including later on I Ching, Norse rune stones, and things like that. But let's start off with the tarot deck because many people are familiar with that. As you can see here, we have a tarot deck. It has the minor arcana, which are the cups, the swords, the staves or staffs, and the coins. Okay, we also have the major arcana, which are the fancy picture cards. They are things like the Tower, Death, the Moon, and several others. So a complete deck includes the minor arcana and the major arcana. Now to do a reading, let's start off with a really simple one, which I found to be very useful. What you do is you don't shuffle it. You have the person you're going to be doing the reading for shuffle it. Now, you have them shuffle it as many times as they want to, cut it as many times as they want to. It doesn't matter if they do a shuffle like this or however. Whatever works for them and whatever makes you feel comfortable too. If you think it actually works better doing a certain thing, then go ahead and do that. Because for you, that will work. Now, there are many different types of decks of tarot cards, okay? I have a pretty basic deck here. I also have some fancier ones. This is just a general use one, and if you absolutely have to, you can do the same thing with a deck of plain playing cards. I'm not going to do that right now, but I will do that on the next one. So, real simple spread. It's called a past, present, future spread. Okay? You don't have to remember anything fancy about it. All you have to do is have the person shuffle the deck, cut the deck, however, just mix up the cards really good. Then you lay them out. 3 rows of 3. The first row that is laid down is the past. The next 3 rows, next 3 cards are the present. And then finally, the final 3 rows are the future. Now, something important to remember is because tarot cards can be either reversed, which means upside down, or they can be right side up. Okay, for example, like this is right side up. This is reversed. Reversed cards change the meaning. Now, to do a fortune telling, you will actually need 2 things. You'll need a deck of cards. As I said, we can do this with a plain deck of playing cards too, which I will explain at a later point, and we need a book. The book tells what the meanings of the cards are. Now, a lot of times they sell the sets of the cards and the book together, but you can also get them separately. Either way is fine, whatever works for you. I've had some people tell me that the only way the cards will work properly is if they're given to you as a gift. For those people, I'm sure that is true. I have personally not found that to be true. So, for my past here, what we're looking at is we have the 3 of staves, but it's reversed. Then we have death is right side up. Now, death might seem like a really scary card, but it's not really. What it means is a big change. okay? And then we have the Four of Coins. Now, what I would do at this point is I would take a look at the cards and take a look at my book, which I'm going to grab right now. Because if you think about it, yes, you could memorize all these, but 52 cards just for the minor arcana and a different meaning if they're reversed, that's 104 that's 104 meanings right there. So I cheat. I use a book. So Three of Staves reversed is wait, try again later. There'll be nothing good about going ahead with business matters just now. This is in my past. Now, part of the reason I do a past, present, future spread before doing anything more specific is it actually proves for many people to be rather impressive. Okay, it's wonderful to say, oh, all these great things are going to happen in your future, or terrible things are going to happen in your future. But laying the groundwork, showing past, present, future is actually very good psychology, because then they see that you're not just pulling their leg, you're not filling them full of hot air, you're telling them something that they are aware of. They might have to think about it a little bit, but this is something that helps them connect with you and them so that they can then feel more comfortable going forward in the fortune-telling process. And it really helps to lay the groundwork. As I said, this is a really, really simple spread, okay? Now, here's the past. Here's the present. Okay, and here's the future. And you don't always see this happen, but surprisingly, I have a major arcana card showing in both my past, my present, and my future. Okay. Now, one thing that I always hope to see for somebody is like the 10 of Cups, because that means dreams are coming true. That's the person that what they've really been hoping for will finally happen, okay? I don't have that this time. Oh well. It just means I'm gonna have to keep working at it. Anyway, but this is a very simple start, okay? This is a pretty decent book, okay? I have seen some others that other people like to work with more. You can use any combination. I found, honestly, Amazon, wink wink, to be a very good source for many of these things. So this is an introduction to fortune telling. Now, after you have laid the spread out, okay, one thing that you can do is if they have a specific question about something in this spread, okay, if they need more information to help nail it down or help clear things up, what you can do is you can then have them draw one more card, just one. But remember, when it's drawn, okay, turn it to the side. Do not turn it top to bottom, because that will change the meaning, okay? I've seen too many people that do it top to bottom because that's the way you deal a deck of cards, and that's what people are used to. But that's not necessarily a good thing, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend that, okay, in my future, I have this card here, okay? 9 of Swords, okay, and it is upright, is There could be illness, some nagging worry, okay, some problem, okay. Now, you do, as you get more comfortable with it, you start learning to pay attention to not just the one card, okay, like the nagging worry here, okay, but also the other cards, because as we know, if you're having a good day and then someone cuts you off in traffic and you end up getting stopped by every single stoplight along the way trying to get somewhere, you end up being late, it puts you in a bad mood. Everything affects everything else. So you have to pay attention to not just the one card you might be worried about, but also the other cards for that section. Okay, so we have the nagging worry here, okay, but we also have the Seven of Cups. And once again, it's also upright because I'm reading it as I'm seeing it, okay? If you were reading this for somebody who was your questioner, okay, and they were sitting in my place, then you read it as if they're upright for where they are sitting. This makes it a little bit more complicated, but I think you can get your head around it, okay? So it's orientated by how the person that the reading is being done for is sitting, okay? Now, the meaning for this is there is too many roads to choose from. Some may be dead ends. Okay, so a nagging worry, too many decisions to make. Okay, well, good news is my lover, or in this case my husband, is going to be staying with me. So this is good. Okay. So let's see if we can find out one more piece of information about this nagging worry that I have. Okay. So you can either have the person draw from the top or they can draw a card from anywhere in the deck. So let's do the anywhere in the deck. Okay. One of coins. A nagging worry and one of coins. Yes. So money is going to be coming my way. Okay. Now, because it's reversed, it's not as much, but it does mean some of my nagging worries about finances will finally be calming down just a little bit. Anyway, this is a quick introduction to fortune telling, and I will be doing many more. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments, or there's something that you want to see addressed at a later time, let me know. I am going to be in future editions getting more into some more complicated spreads with the tarot cards, showing how to do this with a plain deck of cards, going into Norse rune stones, the I Ching, the Chinese fortune-telling sticks, and dominoes, dice, and many other things. So hopefully you found this informative and helpful. Thank you.